Hello student, in this video we will be discussing about the polymerase chain reaction, and in short it is also known as the PCR. Okay, so now the polymerase chain reaction, it's a very important step in the biotechnology. Okay, so as we know that, and as we have studied in biotechnology, that the term that is gene of interest, or the target gene. So these two are the main factors in the biotechnology which carries the desired characters within themselves, and through the process of biotechnology our main goal is to multiply this gene into multiple copies so that they can be utilized whenever we need them. Okay, so through this polymerase chain reaction we will study how to produce multiple copies of a particular gene of interest or the target gene that we have extracted from the foreign organism, and this gene of interest will then be incorporated inside the host organism where we can see the new characters in them. Okay, so that's mean with the incorporation of this gene of interest into the host body, the host body will become the transgenic organism, which will show the desired characters that we want. Okay, so now let's study what are the major steps of the PCR. Okay, so the process starts with a segment of the DNA. Okay, so inside this segment our gene of interest or the target DNA is placed, and some of the portions of the DNA are also there which are not coding the desired characters. So these are particularly known as the flank DNAs. So basically the principle of this flank DNAs are that flank DNAs are protecting the gene of interest, that is sometimes known as the GI. Okay, so the gene of interest. Okay, so flank DNAs, they normally protects the gene of interest from any kind of enzymatic actions. Okay, so now the first step of the PCR starts with double-stranded DNA molecule. Okay, so this is the double-stranded DNA molecule. Now if we want to multiply this DNA segment, that is the GI, so we have to separate this double-stranded DNA structure into single-stranded DNA structure. So the first step will be the denaturation or the unwinding of the double strand DNA. Okay, so the first step is known as the denaturation, where the two strands separates out. And how this first process, that is the denaturation, is taking place. So the first step is the denaturation. The denaturation normally takes place by applying of high temperature, for example 94 degrees centigrade. The temperature range also goes up to 98 degrees centigrade. Okay, so when the double-stranded DNA molecules are subjected to this high temperature, so this double helical structure, they tend to separate from each other, and as a result we can get the single-stranded DNA structure. Okay, so now as the single-stranded DNA structure has been produced, now the next step will takes place. The next step is known as the addition of the primers. Okay, so in this step small base pairs, for example 5 to 12 base pairs of primers, they will join at this single-stranded DNA structures to forming the complementary base pairs. Okay, because the DNA double helical structure is very much stable, and when they are subjected to this unwinded situation, that is when they will become the single stranded DNA structure, so they become very much unstable. Okay, so for this reason the next very step will be the addition of the primers. Okay, so the primers will get attached with this single stranded DNA structures. Okay, so the primers will bind over here. Okay, so these are the primers. Now the second step is known as the annealing. Okay, so annealing means the addition of the primers. Okay, now one more thing, here in the second step the temperature will be reduced up to 60 degrees centigrade. Okay, so at this temperature the primers will be attached on the both the single stranded double strand. Okay, now the next step is that these primers, they will be elongated by the addition of the further base pairs. Okay, so as we know that, as we have studied in DNA replication and transcription, that the polymerase enzyme is very much responsible for the addition of the DNA base pairs. Okay, so over here we need DNA base pairs. So for this reasons we need DNA polymerase. Okay, so this enzyme is required in the last step of this PCR, where the elongation of the new strand will be taking place. Okay, as the new strand will be formed, so the single stranded DNA will become again the double stranded DNA molecule. Okay, so in the third step, this is known as the extension, where the enzyme, that is the polymerase enzyme, will bind on this single stranded DNA structure and will extend the addition of the further complementary base pairs on these DNA strands. So the next step is known as the extensions. Okay, so over here the new strand will be forming. So now this is the polymerase. Now student, in this PCR technique, there is a special thing about the DNA polymerase. So normally the DNA polymerase will not work under these high temperatures. Okay, so PCR sees a lot of fluctuation in temperature, starting from this 94 degrees centigrade, then 60, and the last step will be taking place at 72 degrees centigrade. Okay, so last step the temperature will be 72 degrees centigrade. So in this high temperature, normal DNA polymerase will not work. So for this reason there will be another new special kind of polymerase that will be taking place in this process. So the new DNA polymerase is the Taq polymerase. Student, the Taq polymerase. So Taq polymerase is a kind of the DNA polymerase, but what is so special about this Taq polymerase? Now student, the Taq polymerase has been extracted from some hot spring lover bacteria. That means the bacteria which can survive in the hot spring temperature. So one kind of bacteria, the name of this bacteria is Thermus aquaticus. So aquaticus, so this is the name of the bacteria. Okay, so from this bacteria the DNA polymerase has been extracted. Okay, so for this reason the name has been given Taq. Okay, so the T is coming from this Thermus and the AQ is coming from the species name. Okay, so this is how the nomenclature of this polymerase has been given. Okay, now in the last step, that is in the extension, this Taq polymerase will bind on this single stranded DNA molecule, and as a result we will get two double stranded DNA molecule. Okay, so at the last we will get two double stranded DNA molecule. So in this way we are getting two double stranded DNA molecule from single double stranded DNA molecule. So the double stranded molecule is getting denatured, it is opening their two helical strand, and each of the helical strand they are binding with some of the primers, small primers. Okay, in the second step, that is the annealing, and in the third step, by the action of this Taq polymerase, the further joining of the base pairs, complementary base pair on this single strands of DNA is taking place, and as a result two new DNA molecules we are getting which are double stranded. Okay, so this is how we are getting multiples copies of the single GI, that is the gene of interest. Okay, so now see student, we are getting only one gene of interest in the first DNA molecule. Now after doing one round of PCR we can get two segment of the GI. Okay, so if we repeat this cycle more times, so obviously we can get, or we can form a huge number of this gene of interest or the target DNA. So this is how we can make a multiple copies of our target gene. So PCR is a very important step in the field of biotechnology, by which we can make a multiple copies of our gene of interest. So PCR is very much important topic in your syllabus. Okay, so in your board examination, broad questions from PCR might come. Okay, diagrammatic based question will come. Okay, try to remember the temperatures. These three temperatures are very much important, and the role of this Taq polymerase. What is so special about this Taq polymerase? It is very important. What is the role of these primers? So the primers, they are helping in the extensions of the complementary base pair. So primers, they are just starting the extension process of the single strand DNA molecules. Okay, so this temperature ranges, the role of primer, the role of the Taq polymerase, and obviously student, the name of the Thermus aquaticus bacteria, it is also very important. Okay, why DNA polymerase has not been used in this process, and why in that place the Taq polymerase has been used over here. So these are the some of the questions that may come in your examination. So try to study this properly. Okay, I hope you understood this thing.